Hey, what's up and welcome. It's Matthew here, the designer and developer from South Africa. In this video, we are going to get into SHADCN, but not with the Visual Studio Code, with Tailwind. We are not going to do that. We are going to the graphic design aspect of it. I recently went to a SHADCN website since I'm about to do another course on SHADCN, but I saw this, which is Figma, a user interface design application. So this video is for developers, okay, more especially the upcoming developers, or you are still new into front end and web design, okay. So what I'm hoping to teach you or helping you to gain as a graphic designer, I have been favorable in getting jobs on landing jobs from startup companies, because startup companies, new tech startups, they are looking for developers. But if you've got an understanding of Figma and you can make some simple prototyping, you are favorable. I am the living testimony of that. So without wasting time, let's just jump to SHADCN on Figma. So as you can see, this is the link to a Figma file. Let's click it. Okay. As you can see, I believe this is the guy who has designed this awesome Figma file. Okay, so let's just open it on Figma. Okay, so this is some sort of the components, Figma components for SHADCN as a library. Let's say in your company or in your own hustle as a, let's say, a freelancer, you are about to create a SHADCN website, or you are going to create an application, but you are going to use SHADCN. But maybe the client or your boss is looking for a mock-up or a prototype. So this can quickly help you to, even if you don't have like design skills, because this guy already did an awesome job on taking care of that part for you. The best thing you can do is just to edit it, of which this is the purpose of this video, hoping to introduce a developer to the design aspect of things without giving him too much graphic design heavy content, but transitioning you from SHADCN, what you are knowledgeable and aware of, showing you how do you go about in Figma. Okay, so as you can see, guys, everything that is there on SHADCN, it's here. Okay, so let's just look at components. Let's just look at components. As you can see, guys, okay, if you zoom in here, these are all the components which are on Figma, okay, which are on SHADCN. They are here on Figma. Okay, this guy did an awesome job. So what we are going to do here, we are going to simulate a real life request. Okay, and then from then we are going to provide a solution, or we are going to action that request. Okay, so this is how we are going to do it. Let's just go to SHADCN. Okay, and then go to SHADCN UI and go to examples. Okay, so let's say examples. I don't think it has clicked. Is this examples? I don't think so. Why? I don't think this is example. Okay, let's click get started. Examples. Okay, examples are supposed to show, or maybe I'm in the wrong place. Oh, okay, I'm in the right place. My apologies for that. Okay, it's been a while since I have last visited this page. Okay, so let me just go to dashboard. As you can see, let's say your client as a freelancer, or your boss, okay, wants you to design this dashboard, or maybe you got a job, okay, to develop this dashboard, but now the client wants to see a mock-up. What might be the reason why the client want to see a mock-up or want to see something? Maybe they've got their own identity colors, okay, their primary, secondary and tertiary color, but now they want to check the look and feel of the application. Like maybe before they put it, but what can I say, sign on the dotted line and pay the deposit. That's what client usually do. And believe me, if you underestimate the power of a mock-up in graphic design, that's how we've been making a living or maybe getting an income, because clients want to see something. When I got into development, I realized that that is still the case. Okay, if the client can see something, even if it's not the actual thing, even if it's not a prototype, guys, just a PDF, okay, as long as the design is what they are looking for, they can pay the money. Okay, so let's say we are asked to design this dashboard. So if you don't have this Figma file, okay, if you don't have Figma file, it will mean that you have to some sort of design everything. But in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use that Figma file to come up with this dashboard. Obviously, since this is the beginning, video is intended for developers. Obviously, I know that developers, they are not that much into design, okay, and some of us as developers, we even discredit design, okay. But what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to do, I think, one or two components. So I'm going to copy this and then I'm going to paste it here, okay. So you are going to first of all get an understanding of what Figma is, if maybe your friends have been telling you about Figma and you never gave it a chance. And also I'm going to show you some tips and tricks, okay, that you can quickly use to quickly get started, okay. So now what I'm going to do, it's like I'm going to remodel these, okay. Maybe obviously I'm going to change some colors here and there, okay. So let's start from here. Okay, let's start from here. Okay, let's create this button very, very quick without like let's say without being technical, without being without using like your graphic design skill, using only this. Okay, so what you can do from here, you can check here. Okay, I believe this is a menu bar. Okay, this is a menu bar. What you can do, you can just go to SHADCN and go to components, and then from then you can look for whatever component here, okay. And then if you see the component that you want, and then you can come here and check it here, okay. So for us, let's look for menu bar here. Here is menu bar. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to press shift 1, okay, so that I can have some sort of an helicopter view of this whole design, okay, or artboard. So as you can see, when I'm clicking on the menu bar, as I'm hovering, you can see it's showing me where I am. So I'm just going to click menu bar, and then I'm going to press shift 2. You will see what will happen. As you can see, it's bringing me the menu bar, or it's giving me a full view, okay. So one thing that you need to know, and I think it's the most important thing about Figma, is that when I'm using Figma, okay, the terminology with Figma and React, there are some similarities. To be honest, I'm not sure which one came first. I would like to believe Figma came after React, okay, but I stand to be corrected, guys. I'm not really sure. But interestingly, Figma has components, okay, meaning that if Figma has component and React has component, that means what can I say, they share the same concept, which will make it easier for you as a developer to know a thing or two, or some sort of conceptually to understand Figma, okay. And also as a designer, when you are transitioning, just like me transitioning to React, if they are talking about components, you can understand what a component is. So as you can see, let's copy this, okay, so that we can make some changes into it. We know that we are not changing the actual system, okay. Let's just move this, okay, and then maybe take this to the bottom, and then highlight all of them and press shift 2, okay, so that at least they could be visible here, okay. So this is a component in Figma. Okay, what does that mean? Exactly the same way React treats component. It's just a composition of let's say sub elements. Okay, such a composition of other independent um, elements. Okay, graphic design elements. Okay, so what we can do here, if I can zoom in here, okay, you can see here we've got two component. We've got this one and we've got this one. So in Figma, how do you know if something is a component? Okay, let's see here. The colors are different. Okay, You see the border color here. Let's look at here. Okay, as you can see here, there is this but I think it's purple color here. Okay, so this means that this is a component. As we work on it, you will see what a component is. Okay, so what we are going to do here, this is not just a group, it's a component. Let me just click double click here so that I can get this component. As you can also see here, the icon for a component is different. Okay, so I'm just going to delete the bottom component. As you can see, I'm left with only this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this component again and then drag this out of this frame. Boom, as you can see, now it's out, now it's inside, it belongs to this frame. But as soon as it snaps out, that means it's out of this frame, but it's still a component. Okay, a component here in on Figma, it's like some sort of a blueprint from which you can make what can I say, a different variation of the same thing. Okay, I can say, okay, it's like a copy. Okay, you can create more of the same thing. Okay, so what we are going to do now, when you are here on Figma, let's say you can right click. Okay, and from here you can, let me check. I want to go to the main component. As you can see here, okay, and the main component, it says go to the main component. Let's just go to the main component and see what it is. Okay, as you can see, this is the main component, but I didn't really want this one. Okay, I wanted the main component of the sub menu itself. So when we are here, we can also again go to the main component. Okay, as you can see, now it's going to take us to the blueprints. Okay, as you can see, okay, the same mission that React is accomplishing with components, let's say write code once and use it everywhere. I think it's the same thing that Figma is adapting with component. Okay, you just design it once and then you allow a room for variation, and then you just copy and paste and make some changes, but without deleting this one. Okay, so let's see, add a variant, no. Publish selected component, no. What we want to do, we want to go back. Okay, let's quickly go back here. Let's see, components. Okay, this is where we were. Let's see. Okay, let's see, my apologies about that. Okay, this is where we were. Okay, as you can see, guys, so what we want from this component, we want to create this one. So the first thing that I'm going to do, since this is not a detailed graphic design course, okay, I'm just going to break the rules a little bit. Okay, with components, whatever that you do, whatever copy that you make, control CV, whatever copy that I make, it remains some sort of attached to the component. Whenever we say here, if here we say go to the main component, okay, go to the main component, it will always go to that instance, okay, of the original component. But what I'm going to do now, since I want to play around with this and modify it, okay, because if we look at here, I don't have much modifications on this one. Maybe you might ask, what modifications? Okay, let me just show you a sample of a component, a Figma component with modifications. Let's see which one could that be. Okay, is it this one? No, let's just try this one. Okay, I will show you. Let's click on this component. Okay, do we have some properties here? Okay, not really. Okay, my apologies about that. Which one? Okay, that one, it was like an input. I think the input when I was working on the input. Okay, let's just quickly look for input here and then press shift 2. As you can see, okay, let's click here. Okay, I will show you a component with some variation. Click here and then let's go here. Okay, this is an input. You see under this, okay, under this, as you can see here, we've got the size. Look at what we can do here. We can click small. As you can see, there are some changes. So this component, okay, it's customizable. Okay, it's like in terms of development terms, it's reusable. Okay, so as you can see here, we can toggle off the labels if we don't want to. We can toggle off the text if we don't want to. We can move the button, as you can see. Okay, meaning that I can create different variation of this. Okay, but if you look at our component which we are trying to modify here, there is not much room. Shift F2, there is not much room for modification, of which is understandable. Okay, the guy did his own what can I say, job, or according to his effort, he did his great work. Okay, so it's up to us now to modify from here, which is that's the purpose of this video. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm just going to some sort of break the graphic design rules. Okay, we were supposed to always create variation from this, but I'm going to detach this from its instance. Okay, now it's just going to be some sort of, let's call it a pure component. Detach instance. Okay, as you can see, the color has changed. Now it's blue. Okay, it means that it's no longer associated with that parent, or let's say that component. Okay, the original component. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me delete this. Okay, let's see. Where is that? Go to main, detach instance. Yes, this is what I want. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do here, let's try to change the background to this one. Okay, let's see. Here is the background. Let's see if we can change it. Yes, as you can see, we can change it. But now with Figma, we can use this eyedropper, okay, or color picker. And then that means now this color is the same as that one, but you can't see it because these standalone component, as you can see, these are components. Okay, these are components, meaning that they've got a white background. That means what we can do, we can just go to them. Let's go to the color, and then here on transparency we can just click 0. Okay, as you can see. Okay, 0. And then also here 0. Okay, maybe you might ask, why didn't I change this one? This one, it's more like what can I say? It has got a variant. Okay, this component on its own, not the one that we have detached. Remember, we have detached the parent container. Okay, but this the child elements, those are that are still attached to their own instances. They didn't detach. So what we can do from here, this is what I wanted to show you. This is a variant. Okay, as you can see, this acts as if it's active or it's selected. Also, Figma accommodates that. Let's look at here. Okay, I have clicked this one. Let's see what's available or what's in store for us to customize. Okay, this is the main menu bar. This is the state. Okay, as you can see, the state of this, okay, of this instance is selected. Let's click default and see. As you can see, now it goes back to default. Okay, then we can click on it, and then we can some sort of change the color to 0. Okay, we are getting there, guys. Okay, we are getting there. Obviously, when you some sort of used to Figma and you some sort of in a hurry, you are going to be more faster than I. Okay, so here I'm a bit slow for the sake of helping you to learn. So now let's remove this outline. As you can see, this one doesn't have the outline. Okay, let's click on this, and then let's look for a stroke. Let's see, this is the fill color. Yes, this is the stroke. Okay, what we can do, we can just go here and put 0. As you can see, guys, we don't have the stroke. Okay, we're getting there, guys. And then based on these, okay, based on these and their state, as you can see, if it's selected, it has got some sort of a bluish color there. That's how this component has been designed. But us, we don't want the bluish color. Okay, we want what can I say, we want the white color. Okay, so what I'm going to do before I do that, I'm just going to add these words. Okay, overview, analytics, report, and notification. So let's quickly do that. Okay, overview, overview, analytics. Okay, analytics, and then we've got the reports and the notifications. And notifications, okay? And then we are getting there. I'm happy with this. Okay, what can I do? Let me do this, guys. Okay, I'm going to copy this. Okay, this as it is. I'm going to click here on crop, and then obviously it didn't do what I was expecting. Okay, I was expecting an easier way to just crop, but let's also use this one. What I'm doing now, I'm just cropping the part that I want, okay, so that we can put it side by side, or one the other one on top of the other, so that it can be easier for us to see where we are going. I hope you get the idea. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to highlight these and press Shift 2. This is much better, okay? This is much better. And then as you can see also the size, it's somewhat the same. I'm happy with this, okay? So now what we want to do, let's change the, in fact, let's make this active one to be white instead, okay? So what we are going to do, we are going to go here. Also, there's something that I want to show you when it comes to this name, okay? This overview. Let's go to the state. Where is the state of this? Okay, let's see. Let me. Okay, did I press the right thing? Just a moment. Let's see. Okay, obviously I didn't click on the right thing. Now the state is default. Let's put selected. As you can see, guys, whenever you click selected, it goes back to, let's say, the original text which was in the parent container or parent component, as you can see. So if this happens to you, don't mind, guys. This is how this is. It's not your fault, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to detach also this one from the original instance. Okay, detach instance. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to look for this color, and then I'm going to change it to white, as you can see. Then I'm just going to type overview. Okay, overview. As you can see, guys, this is Figma. Everything expands accordingly. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the easiest, okay, just to change the color. Okay, let me move this down a little bit so that I can see. Okay, as you can see here, it shows you some sort of a zoomed version, okay, a close-up version, so that you can pick the color that you want. Okay, and then from there, let's say that's the color, and then we'll copy this. Okay, then we'll just double click here and paste here the same color. Okay, double click here and paste the same color. Okay, and then we will come here and change this to default. Okay, let me just copy this report in case if it might change. As you can see, it has changed to file. Then we can just come here and paste that report. Okay, I think, guys, we have accomplished the first task. As I have promised, or as I have said, that we are not going to do everything. We are just going to do two components, one or two components, just to show you as a developer how can you go about, okay, also teaching you some few skills or a thing or two about Figma. Okay, as you can see, my apologies, let me just group this. Press Control G. I'm using Windows. Okay, so let me just take this frame, put this on top of this one, zoom in. As you can see, guys, obviously when you are only doing this without explaining and teaching, it's supposed to be quicker and easier. I was once in this situation. Okay, in the company that I was working for, we were using SHADCN. Okay, so I did a redesign of everything, and I was doing some sort of a back and forth between me and the CTO, simply because I was not getting this user interface 100%, you see, and the boss wanted it to be 100%. Okay, so if I would have known before, obviously I was going to get into this Figma file and edit like this so that I can be more quicker and more faster. Okay, but obviously I didn't know, or I was not aware of this Figma file. As you can see, guys, we are done with step number 1. Okay, so this was just a quick introduction in a way. Now let's do the other one, okay, which is this one. The reason why I'm targeting this one, okay, this is from the SHADCN website, okay, but here on the okay, here on the Figma file, this is not available. Okay, let's just quickly check here. Okay, let's just quickly check here. Let's look for a select. Okay, something like this. Okay, but not here. Okay, let's look for it here in components. Okay, select. As you can see, this is a select. Okay, let's go down, let's go down, let's go down. Okay, let's go down. As you can see, this is the select. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. When I was checking there, which is when I was checking here in this Figma file, okay, I didn't see, okay, shift 1. Okay, I really didn't see this component. Okay, I really didn't see it. So I had to make some other means, of which these are the means that I'm going to show you. In a way, you are going to learn a thing or two. So let's just look for select here. Okay, let's just look for select here. Okay, let's scroll up a little bit. Let's just look for select. Okay, is it me? Just a moment. My apologies about that. Here is a select, and then shift 2 so that we can bring the select. So as you can see, guys, this is the select that we have here. So what we are going to do as an exercise, we are going to create our own select like this one, okay, with these 2 arrows, okay. And then on top of that, we are going to add the avatar that is there. So let's do exactly like how we did before. Let's copy this. Okay. Control CV. As you can see, here is it. And then I'm going to drag it. Okay. I'm going to drag this out of that frame. Okay. Zoom out. Okay. And then we're going to take it to, okay, we are done with this one. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to press a shortcut, Control C, Control V, and then what I want to do, I want to crop. Okay, this is what I want to do. I want only this part. Okay, I want only this part, and then enter. Okay, then now I'm going to some sort of be more of teaching you some what can I say, Figma, let's say basics or fundamentals, okay, with this one. Okay, so as you can see, guys, this is what I'm using. This is a tool that I'm using for some sort of selecting. Okay, we've got a pen tool here when you want to draw custom shapes. Okay, we've got a pen tool. Okay, and also here, where is the move tool? Okay, this is the move tool. Not much of a problem. Okay, we've got the pen tool, and then we've got a pencil. A pencil is more like a freehand drawing. Okay, and then we've got shapes. Okay, as you can see, these are different shapes that you can have. Okay, let's say we want to do this. This is what we can do. And then from there, if I zoom in, as you can see, we are seeing some circles on the corners for making rounded corners. Okay, so as you can see, guys, Figma is make things easier for you. Okay, if you want to pen to do what I'm doing now, I'm using my laptop touchpad. Okay, to scroll up and down, but you can use this hand to some sort of scroll up and down. Okay, I think that's all. Also, the most important one, the text. Okay, you can type here. Okay, another interesting thing about Figma, let's see if I want to scale this Okay, move it up. Okay, some sort of make it bigger. As you can see, this is how it scales. This is a problem because this is not, my apologies over that, this is not what we want. Then how to scale this proportionally so that it cannot lose, or what can I say, its original shape. Okay, first thing that we are going to do, we are going to delete the bottom component anyway, so we might as well delete it. So if you want to scale this proportionally, okay, you switch between V and K. Okay, this is V, and now we are going to press K. I want you to observe what will happen here. Okay, K, as you can see, K has got some sort of minimal options for you to change. Okay, as you can see, and also it has got this scale. Okay, that means now from here, when I'm trying to increase this, as you can see, it scales proportionally. And then if I want to make some finer details, okay, I'll just have to press V. As you can see now, I can make some changes. So guys, let's get into it. Number one, what do we see here? I can see there is some sort of an avatar here. Okay, obviously one might feel like well, this is just an ellipse or a circle. Okay, a circle, and that's it. Okay, I do understand that, but based on how I see it, okay, since I feel like this is somebody else's name, okay, I think this is an avatar. Okay, also the reason why we're going to gravitate towards the avatar side of things, I want to show you how to grab an avatar from here and then put it there. Okay, it's all about learning. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's look for avatar. As you can see, if I want to go to that avatar, I will press shift 2. Then here is the avatar. Okay, I'm just going to duplicate and then take it out of this frame. Okay, and then I'm going to some sort of shift 1 so that I can see all of this, and then I'm going to drag this to here. Okay, and then I'm going to click all of these and press shift 2. Okay, as you can see guys. Okay, and then I'll take this to here, drag all of these and press shift 2. Okay, 100% cool beans. Then you have seen me taking things out of the frame. Maybe you're asking yourself, what is a frame? Okay, a frame is like an in Illustrator it's called an artboard. In CorelDRAW it's a page. In Photoshop I think it's an canvas, but I'm not sure. Okay, but it's the same thing. So this is the frame, guys. This is the frame. Let's say you want to create a new frame. You can just click here. Just observe what is happening here. So these are different type. For now, let's just say pages. Okay. I'm trying to use something that we are familiar with. These are different types of pages. So if you want to design for a mobile, you can use these templates. Okay, this is going to give you the exact size. Okay, also you can design for paper, which is A4 and everything, but if you want to, you can just create your own frame. Okay, as you can see, this is the frame. Okay, and then what I want to do now, I want to take this avatar and put it here. Okay, let's just try to do it some sort of what can I say, a newbie way. Let me drag this and drop it here. As you can see, okay, it doesn't really get in where I want it to be. It doesn't even allow me to get inside. Okay, it can only be on the top or at the bottom. This is not what I want. I want it to be here. So let's just click here and see. Okay, is this is this a component? It looks like to me. Let's see if we can detach. Let's see. Okay, okay, but the color, okay, it's a frame, guys, as you can see. Okay, it's not like this. Okay, you see, this is a frame, not much of a problem. Cool beans. So what we are going to do, we are going to ungroup this. Okay, because it's like we want to disassemble and assemble it the way we want, because now it's like it's compressed or it's grouped, so we don't have much freedom over it. Okay, so let's ungroup it. Okay, where is ungroup? My apologies about that. Okay, it looks like now I'm inside select, of which select on itself, it's a component. Okay, so what we can do, let's take this component and put it outside a frame. As you can see, here is the original frame. delete the original frame and work with the component. Okay, are we going to need that frame, or we can create one? Okay, if we need that frame, we will create one for ourselves. Okay, so what I'm going to do, as you can see now, according to this icon, this is a component. Let's detach this component because we want to change it. Detach instance, as you can see. Then now we've got this and we've got this. Okay, let's see if are these grouped or. Okay, as you can see, this one is a standalone and this one is a standalone. Okay, so what we are going to do now, first, let's see how can we fit this here. As you can see, guys, now it has got a place inside. Okay, let's put it there and see. As you can see, guys, it looks fine to me. It's exactly on the same place. But let's say you wanted to maybe do it the other. Let's just ungroup everything. Okay, let's ungroup everything. I am subscribed to this channel. Okay, I will check this video later. Okay, because I'm learning a lot from different channels. Okay, so let me ungroup this. Okay, let me ungroup this. Ungroup. Okay, okay, undo. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Can I ungroup this? Okay, it looks like it's one page. Okay, let's do it like this, guys. Okay, there's something that I want to show you. Let's say these were different pieces. Okay, as you can see. So this is how you create a layout, and I will show you what a layout is. The reason why we are able to take this and push this in, as you can see, it fits in nicely. It's because of a layout. Okay, let me show you what a layout is. Do you see these random components? As you can see, they are random. Okay, what we can do, we can highlight all of them and press Shift A. My apologies about that. Okay, this is a component and this is a component. Now let's press Shift A and see. Yes, this is what I wanted. Why then it looks like it doesn't happen for these three? Suppose it's the same thing. Okay, maybe it's the way it has been arranged. Okay, let's work from here. Let's make it bigger, as you can see, guys. Okay, now what happened is that these have been arranged in a layout. A layout, it's more like a display flex in web design, and also in React Native, it's a display of flex. Okay, let me show you the gap. Okay, on a layout. So now we can just click here, and then as you can see, this is the gap. Okay, this is the gap in a layout, as you can see. Okay, the gap between your items. But this one, as you can see, it's some sort of misbehaving. Okay, this text is it's misbehaving, as you can see. So what I can do, let me just take it out of the layout just to observe it and see. As you can see, guys, it looks like it's bigger. Okay, let's shrink it like this. Okay, and then we've got this layout here. Let's take it back to the layout and see. As you can see, you can put it anywhere here. Okay, let's just put it here. As you can see now, it forms part of the layout. Let's go back again and let's work on the gap. Okay, according to the programming. Okay, as you can see, guys, everything works well. Okay, now what if maybe we want to rearrange these? Okay, now because of this layout, okay, things are easier for us. Look at how I can arrange this. I can click this and then click the right arrow. Okay, this is what we want. I can click this and click the right arrow. This is what we want. Okay, let's see if I adjust this, make it small. As you can see, this is what happened, of which this is not really what we want, but at the moment this was just a detour. Okay, I was just showing you something. Okay, so now let's make this ready for the purpose. Okay, now what we can do, we can work on our gap. Okay, work on our gap so that it can look like this. Okay, since now we are already here, I wish we can assemble this layout and fit it here. Okay, when it's ready, when it's something like this one, because we're going to put it here and we are going to take it back. Why? Because let me ungroup everything, because we want to create this. Okay, so let's take this one. Okay, this icon. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to Control C and Control V. I've just copied this. Okay, we are going to put these in a layout. Okay, this is the other way of creating a layout without Shift A. Let's just go up here. There is add to layout, as you can see. Now this is a layout. This is a vertical layout. How does Figma know if something is a vertical or it's a horizontal layout? As you can see, this is more vertical, but if it's more closer to this one, okay, we do this and press Shift A. As you can see, Figma has made a horizontal layout, and that is it. But Matthew, what if then I want to change it myself? Okay, as you can see, this is horizontal and this is vertical, so this is what we want. Let's work on this flex gap. Okay, this is what we want, and let's just highlight everything and press K for scaling and make it smaller. Okay, as you can see, because these arrows are small, okay, they are a bit smaller. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, and now what we want to do, let me just zoom in a little bit. Now what we want to do, we want to click on this one, right click on it, we want to flip it. Okay, let's flip it horizontal. My apologies about that. Maybe but it's supposed to be, oh, it's vertical. Let me just click here, guys. Okay, my apologies about that. We were supposed to flip it vertical, as you can see, guys. And then let's work on our flex gap. Since we've clicked K, as you can see, now we don't have much options. Let's press V so that we can have some options. Okay, as you can see, I'm happy with this. And then let's zoom out. Okay, let's highlight everything and press Shift A on Windows. And now we are having some sort of a layout. But as you can see, um, this justification or the alignment of items, obviously it's not centered. As you can see, this is somewhat at the top, and other one. So let's just go to this layout, which is, you can even rename it if you want to, okay, into whatever you want. And then you can click here. As you can see, this is how you lay it out. So let's just click center. As you can see, now everything is arranged center, nice and neat. Okay, what if maybe we want to create like two avatars? This is the beauty of the layout. Control D. As you can see, I'm duplicating. I can take this and move it to this side. Okay, as you can see, guys, this makes things the layout makes things easier for you. Okay, so what we want to do now, I think I'm ready. Okay, I think I'm ready. I just have to change the name to that one. Okay, and then from then, let's look at this component. It looks like it's bigger. Make it small a little bit. Okay, and then from then I can work on my gaps. Okay, work on my gap as I wish. Then I can take this to here. Okay, and then go back. Let's see. I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. Obviously, guys, you can work on the sizing and other things on your own. Okay, you can work on the sizing and other things on your own. What else do I want to check here? Let's click this layout. Okay, let's click on this layout. Now let's see how can we make the layout to be aware of the parent. Okay, and also the parent to be aware of the child. Okay, let's click on this layout. Okay, let me first demonstrate this. Let's say we are resizing this. Let's see what will happen. As you can see, this is being resized independently. Okay, this is not what we want. We want flexibility here. So let's see what we can do with this layout so that it can be aware of the parent container. So as you can see here, this is fixed. Let's try fit container. As you can see here, these arrows also are giving you the hint. As you can see, now it fits the container. Let's see when we are moving the container up and down. As you can see, it's somewhat now move with the container, which is much better, guys, because you don't want when you are I'm sort of resizing your component and they resize independently, okay, as if they are not part of the same thing. Okay, now I wish when I'm resizing this, okay, this can resize automatically. Okay, because you can see now these are just sitting here in the center, of which I don't like that. This is the power of the layout. let's go to the layout. Let's see what we can do with our gaps. Okay, as you can see, we can increase these, or we can just go here. Let's see what we can do. Let's try auto. Now with auto, as you can see, it's like in React Native or in CSS, in styling, let me say, this is space between, okay, on your flex box. And then now guys, as you can see, this is more like a responsive design. And then I hope you are learning something, guys. If you do, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, now what I'm going to do, let me just change the color, which is, I think this is something that you can do also on your own. Now this is easy stuff. Okay, obviously you can work on the, what can I say, on the border there. Okay, the outline, just go here. Here's the outline, is 1.4. Let's make it 1. As you can see, it's smaller. I think that's it, guys. Okay, this is 0 and this is 1. Okay, now let's take this. Okay, it seems like to me, this is the last thing, guys, we must do. It seems like to me this is on its own, and this name and the avatar, these are on their own, because these ones are close to each other. This gap is not the same. Okay, this is what we can do. Again, click the avatar and click the name. Okay, make sure you've clicked those. Shift A, create a layout. These are some sort of nested layout, a layout inside another layout. Okay, and then you can click only this layout and you can work on this. Okay, as you can see, let's check our responsiveness. As you can see, guys, okay, now it's exactly like this. I am Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. I'm hoping and I promise, okay, this is value. If you feel like this is not value, believe me, I will give you your money back guaranteed. I've got you. You are asking me, did I give you my money? You are already paying me with your attention. So you are paying me something. That's why I commit into delivering unmatched skills, okay, for you to get a job. Let's continue, guys, and don't forget, this is a coding channel, so let's not forget to code badly with pride. So let's just put these side by side. Let me just put a white rectangle. Okay, as in closing, let's just put a white rectangle, and then we are going to send this to the back, okay, using a square bracket. Okay, I think it's the left one. Let's group this, Control G. Okay, then zoom out. Okay, and then take this to here. Okay, let me press shift as I'm trying to scale it. Okay, as you can see, guys, let me highlight all of these and press shift 2. Okay, as you can see, guys, we have reached the end of this video. Obviously, I have been slow because I wanted to some sort of give you some tips and trick. Maybe as a bonus in closing, okay, maybe as a bonus, I can show you how do you clip a picture or an image. Okay, let's just look for an image. Let's just look for an image. Okay, any image, guys. Is my internet slow, or it looks like I'm disconnected? My apologies about that. I didn't notice. Okay, let me just quickly, as you can see, guys, let's just copy this image. Copy image and paste it here. Okay, this is a bonus, guys. Okay, so the first thing that you can do with image is you can quickly work with the border radius from here. Okay, nice, cool effect. Okay, the other thing, what I wanted to show you with the image, how do you create your own avatar like this one? You can go to an eclipse, and then from there you press shift while you are creating it. Okay, cool beans, and then you right click and send to the back. Okay, after sending it to the back, you click everything, okay, including the circle that is on the back, and then you go to this kind of half moon kind of a thing. Okay, this one, it's a mask. Then you click use mask. Boom, we've just created an avatar for Trevor Noah. I'm Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer from South Africa, signing out. Don't forget to code badly with pride. See you on the next one.